Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Mia. Today, we've got a really interesting topic that I think a lot of people will secretly relate to. The e-shopping trap.
Yep, the trap of online shopping. How it sneaks into our lives, drains our wallets, eats our time, and sometimes even affects our emotions without us realizing it.
And honestly, it's not just about buying things we don't need. It's about how digital platforms are designed to keep us hooked. We're going to talk about algorithms, instant gratification, personal stories, and how we can maybe escape this trap.
So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's dive deep into the e-shopping trap.
Yes.
Mia, let me ask you straight. When was the last time you shopped online?
Oh, Alex, you're going to put me on the spot right from the beginning, huh? Honestly, last night.
Last night? What did you get?
Oh, hey, don't judge me, but I bought a pair of shoes. The thing is, I already have 3 pairs of similar sneakers. But the website made them look so fresh, so must-have, that I convinced myself they were totally different.
Classic. And I bet you saw some kind of only 2 left in stock or sale ends in 2 hours banner, right?
Exactly. It said hot deal 40% off only today. And I swear, the countdown timer was ticking right at me. I panicked, thinking if I didn't grab them now, I'd regret it.
That's the trap right there. You didn't just buy the shoes, you bought the urgency, the fear of missing out.
Yep. And later I realized the same sneakers have been on sale for weeks. That timer was more like a looping animation than an actual deadline.
The eternal flash sale. You know what's crazy is that these sites use psychological tricks like scarcity, urgency, and social proof. If you see 1,200 people bought this today, you suddenly feel like you're missing out.
Totally. And it doesn't stop at clothes. Sometimes I'll go in to buy one small thing, like a charger cable, and I'll leave with a cart full of stuff I didn't even know I wanted.
Oh, the famous customers also bought section.
Exactly. You go in for a 300 rupee cable and end up with a 3,000 rupee bill because they suggest phone stands, portable batteries, headphones, even a new case.
And let's be honest, half of those things end up lying in a drawer unused.
Guilty.
You know, Mia, I read a study that said e-commerce platforms are designed to be as addictive as slot machines. The scrolling, the surprise deals, the randomness, it's like gambling, but instead of coins, you're losing money from your bank account.
That's so true. Sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just scroll through shopping apps like I would scroll through Instagram. Not because I need anything, but because it feels entertaining.
That's where the trap part comes in. It's not just about shopping, it becomes a pastime. And before you know it, your sense of need and want gets blurry.
Right! And they know our patterns. For example, last month I searched for yoga mats just once. For the next 2 weeks, every website and social media platform I opened showed me yoga mats, yoga clothes, water bottles, even meditation apps.
Ah, the power of targeted ads. The internet remembers what you look at, sometimes better than you do.
Honestly, it feels like mind reading. Like, how do they know I was even thinking about a water bottle?
Because the algorithm knows that people who buy yoga mats usually also buy water bottles. You're not just a customer, you're part of a big data pattern. Oh,
That's a little scary, isn't it?
it is. And the more data they collect, the better they can predict what will tempt you. It's like having a salesperson in your head whispering, "You need this, Mia."
Oh gosh, that explains a lot. Sometimes I think I have control, but then I realize, wait, I'm being nudged constantly.
Here's the worst part. Our brains actually get a dopamine hit when we click buy now. It's the thrill of anticipation.
Yes! I've noticed that. The fun isn't even in using the product, it's in waiting for it to arrive.
Exactly. The little rush of getting a package delivered feels like a mini birthday.
No wonder I love unboxing videos.
So tell me, what's your biggest shopping trap story? Like the time you realized, okay, I've gone too far.
Oh gosh. Okay, confession time. During last year's festival sale, I stayed up till midnight just to see the lightning deals. I ended up buying a fancy blender, a smartwatch, and some random kitchen gadgets. Total bill? Around 25,000 rupees.
Whoa! And did you actually use them?
The blender, yes, twice. The smartwatch? It's still in its box. The gadgets? They're somewhere in the cupboard.
Classic e-shopping trap. You buy things not because you need them, but because they're on sale.
Exactly, and the sad part? I felt guilty afterwards, like, why did I spend so much?
That guilt cycle is real. First comes the high of shopping, then the crash of regret.
Yeah, and it makes you promise never again. But then the next sale comes and boom, you're back at it.
You know what's interesting? This isn't just a personal issue. It's become a cultural thing. Online shopping festivals are now like public holidays. People wait for them, plan for them, and brag about their hauls.
True. And companies market them as if you're missing out on life itself if you don't participate.
That's why I call it a trap. It's designed, polished, and engineered to pull you in.
You're right. And if we don't step back and see the bigger picture, we'll keep falling for it.
So, Mia, we kind of uncovered the emotional hooks, fear of missing out, dopamine hits, and all that. But I think we should also talk about how money management gets totally skewed by online shopping.
Absolutely. You know what's funny? When I spend cash in a store, I feel the money leaving my hand. It hurts a little, like, do I really want to part with this 1,000 rupee note? But online, one tap and it's gone.
Exactly. The pain of paying disappears. Psychologists call it frictionless spending. No coins, no bills, just a click.
And the platforms make it even easier with one-tap payments, saved cards, wallets, and buy now, pay later.
BNPL, don't get me started. That's a trap inside a trap.
Totally. At first, it feels like freedom. Oh, I don't need to pay right now. But then the bills pile up, and suddenly you're paying for shoes you bought 3 months ago.
Yep, it's like borrowing from your future self, and your future self is broke and angry.
That's so true, and honestly, BNPL makes me lose track of how much I've actually spent.
Same here. If you split everything into tiny payments, it feels manageable. But add them all up and you're like, wait, how did I spend 40,000 rupees this month?
Exactly. And you know what makes it worse? Subscriptions.
Oh, the silent killers.
Yes! Shopping apps now push subscription models, premium delivery, exclusive discounts, the members-only deals. And once you sign up, you forget about it, but they're draining you every month.
Right. They lock you into the ecosystem. If you've already paid for a subscription, you'll shop more just to get your money's worth.
Exactly! And psychologically, it feels like you're saving when in reality, you're spending more.
Mia, I think this is where we should pause and talk about self-awareness. Like, how do you even know you're in the trap?
Good point. For me, the red flags were when I started hiding packages from my family. You know, sneaking them into my room so no one would notice I ordered again.
Whoa, that's real. It's almost like addictive behavior.
Yeah, and I'm not proud of it, but it happens, and it wasn't about the stuff anymore, it was about the thrill.
That's a big realization. I think the trap has levels. Level 1 is casual browsing. Level 2 is compulsive buying. And level 3 is when it starts affecting relationships, mental health, and finances.
Totally. And the thing is, society normalizes it. Retail therapy is considered cute, not dangerous.
Exactly. But if someone said, I gamble every night to feel better, we'd be worried.
Right, but saying, I shop online when I'm sad gets laughs and nods.
You know what's interesting? During the pandemic, online shopping exploded. People were stuck at home, bored, anxious, and shopping became a coping mechanism.
Yes! I was one of them. I bought random stuff like DIY kits, baking tools, even exercise equipment.
And how much of it did you actually use?
Don't ask. Let's just say the exercise bike is still collecting dust.
See? That's the trap multiplied by isolation. And companies knew it. They doubled down on ads, on home essential sales, on emotional marketing.
True. It was like they positioned shopping as self-care. Take care of yourself, buy this candle, this skincare set, this cozy blanket.
Exactly. And we fell for it because we wanted comfort.
But here's the question, Alex. How do we break free?
Oh, now we're getting into solutions. Okay, I think step 1 is awareness. Like we're doing right now. Calling it out, naming the trap.
Yes, awareness is half the battle. Once you see the pattern, you can pause before hitting buy.
And step 2 is setting rules for yourself. For example, I made a rule. If I want something, I add it to the cart and wait 48 hours.
Oh, I love that. The cooling off period.
Exactly. If after 48 hours I still want it, maybe it's worth buying, but usually the urge disappears.
That's brilliant. I need to try that.
What about you? Any tricks you use?
Yeah. I started unsubscribing from marketing emails. Out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see flash sale in my inbox, I don't get tempted.
That's powerful. I also deleted shopping apps from my phone.
Oh, wow, that's hardcore.
Yep, now if I really need something, I have to go to the desktop, log in, and search for it. That friction makes me think twice.
That's smart. You're basically reintroducing pain of paying.
Exactly. And guess what? My monthly spending dropped by 30%.
That's huge.
Yep, and another trick. Use cash on delivery if possible. That way you feel the money leaving your hand.
Oh, that's interesting. But, some platforms are phasing it out.
True, because it's bad for their business model. They want you to spend mindlessly.
Makes sense.
Mia, let me ask. Do you think e-shopping can ever be truly healthy? Or is it always going to be a trap?
Good question. I think it's about balance. Online shopping isn't evil. It's convenient. But the problem is when it becomes emotional, compulsive, or manipulative.
Exactly. Like eating junk food. A little is fine, but if it's your main diet, you're in trouble.
Perfect analogy.
So maybe the key is conscious shopping. Buy with intention, not impulse.
Yes, and maybe even make a budget like, this month I'll only spend X amount online.
Totally, and track it. Because if you don't measure, you don't know.
Agreed. Alex, this conversation is making me rethink my habits already.
Me too. Talking about the trap makes me want to be more careful.
Maybe that's the real solution. Talking openly, not treating overspending as a joke, but as something worth reflecting on.
So that's it for today's episode, the e-shopping trap. If you've ever felt guilty about buying something you didn't need, don't worry, you're not alone. We've all been there.
The important thing is to recognize the pattern. Laugh at the tricks and remind yourself you're in control, not the apps.
Exactly. Shopping should serve us, not trap us.
We'd love to hear from you. What's your funniest or guiltiest e-shopping story? Share it with us and maybe we'll read it out in our next episode.
And if you found today's talk helpful, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review.
Until next time, shop smart, live free, and remember, you're worth more than your cart total.
This is Alex.
And this is Mia.